used to use for everything. Heat treat, holding all kinds of different size stock, you name it. But eventually, the boss wound up breaking on me, and the whole one whole side of the nib here, the jaw part just fell off. So I went ahead and converted this from a farrier tong to a flat jaw. So I've already converted this one, but now I have to forge a made out to get these things back in working order. So I have a piece of 7/8 to 3/4 of an inch rebar that I'm going to use for my stock. And what I need to make is something to hold a piece of stock that is about 1/2 of an inch thick, and that's what I'm looking to do. It's going to be a flat jaw. It's going to hold a piece of 1/2 inch thick stock this way. I was actually going to start on this to make a hatchet, and I kind of realized I didn't have anything in my collection that I could really hold this with, so I kind of stopped that project, and now I'm going to go ahead and get me a set of tongs to hold this stock so I can get on to yet another project. But today's going to be a reset day to fix a tool. I got a couple other things going on in the background anyways. I got 2 knives I'm working on. I finished up double-sided axe that I'm going to get some pictures thrown up on Instagram so you can see the completion of the double-sided axe build. And I actually have the African safari knife. It's sitting over there in linseed oil soaking into the handle. I got the handle done this afternoon. So while that's soaking and I really don't feel like hand sanding anymore on the knife I got going on over here, I decided to go ahead and get the forge on and get these tongs fixed. So hopefully by next weekend, we'll be taking this piece of stock right here and forging out a hatchet. I've done one hatchet. I do have an eye drift over there for a hatchet, so you'll see me using that next week. But for now, let's go ahead and let's fix these tongs and get them set up. Get them set up to hold this stock. So, all right. So start with a set down for our start our jaws. And we'll do that on the near side of the oval. And this is high carbon rebar, so it doesn't like to move very fast. All right, second heat. Oh man, this is some hard steel. All right, so I'll take one more heat. Okay, let's see here. Close. Alright, so next heat, we're going to rotate her down, because I got to make these identical. That's the way it works, you got to make them identical. So I'm going to rotate that down and get ready to set my boss up. Alright, so let's go ahead and rotate that from about 45 degrees. Oh, it's hot. I have to probably going to have to get a set of tongs. Yeah, I'm going to get a set of tongs. It's hot. Alright, now I can hold it. Jaw got a little shorter. I guess it's okay. Alright, so I got that set down done. Now I'm going to come in here and get the last set down done to isolate the rain. Alright, get this set down, and I'm probably going to take about right around an inch. I'm not looking to be exact here. Maybe I should, but not. Alright, so we'll come back over here. Man, this is tough. Tough stuff. That's some kind of weird cold shut up there. It's all right. I'm gonna get to the point where I can start to taper down the reins. Not there yet, but almost there. Alright, take another heat. I'm going to thin it down in here a little bit, then we're going to punch a hole. Let's see here. Just going to get it started. Try to find the center. Looks like I took my heat a little bit too high. Alright, I got a mark. Go ahead and get it heated in the right spot. Well, I do have some heat here. Might as well take advantage of it, I guess. Let's see. Fading fast though. take a heat in a better place. All right, back on the mark. Damn. Alright, it's about bottomed out. Let's straighten that out. Alright, get it back in and we'll get it on the other side. Ooh, hot. Alright, so I'm going to strike this once. Kind of just get a shadow. Flip it over. Then I'm going to drop it. I'm going to pick it up and try to get it back on the same mark. Alright, I think I hit it. And we're through. I smell that candle wax from the last video. Still on the handle. Smells pretty good. Alright, there we go. We got a hole. We got a hole, we got a hole, we got a hole. And it's hot, that is hot, that is hot. Alright, so I gotta get this expanded out to 3/8 of an inch, which just so happens to be the same size as my pritchett hole. Hit that one more time. Alright, there it is. Alright. So this side here, I'm just going to have to leave it, I guess. I can't really... Because of the, well, I guess I can do this. Alright, so I'm satisfied with that. So, now I gotta draw out the reins. Reigns of terror. Alright, so now that we have a hole, so we got a jaw, a boss, a hole. Now it's time to draw the reins out. And I'll try to do this quickly as possible over the horn. And I'm just whacking it. Anywhere I see it's fat, just trying to get as much movement as I can using the straight peen die on the hammer and the horn. So, all right, let me get in there, take another big hunk. All right, so I'm not going to video every heat drawing these reins out. So I'll bring you back when we're ready to set a bivet. And a bivet is pretty much just a bolt that I'm going to use as a rivet. I got just piles and piles and buckets of bolts, so I've never really seen the need to buy and use round stock to make rivets. Cut some excess stock off and finish drawing these. Finish drawing the reins out. I'm not saying too much because I don't want to whack I don't want to whack my hammer on that hardy cut. Alright, so now I'm going to spin these around. And I'm going to finish tapering them out. I think I got I don't know, how much more do I got to go? Another couple inches, so. Alright, so the reins are drawn out pretty far, well, where I need them to be anyways. And I did a little bit of rounding at the end. So this is just a step that I like to do. Pretty much just puts an offset on the rein. Kind of takes out the takes out the whole notion of a left right-handed set of tongs. So, and I usually make that set down with the set down for the jaw facing up, and that should put the reins one on top of the other. So there you go. Alright, so I got my bivet cut. Let's put it on this plate. I think it kind of helps set it off. I've actually had better luck setting these cold, to be honest with you. So I'm going to let that kind of cool down a little bit to a darker heat. And then it doesn't have quite the tendency to get all wonky on me. somehow the range got a little bit hot. There we go. Yeah, for some reason I just kind of does a little bit better. At least getting it started. In a darker heat. Alright, so now I'm going to fit it to my stock. Try to. Alright, so now I gotta get these reins dealt with. I was hoping that this was going to work out better than it did. Seeing how I had one side of a set of tongs, I was hoping I could just forge out another side, you know, relatively quickly and have me another working set of tongs that would hold this stock that I want to turn into a hatchet. And, you know, for the most part, it did. Alright, so what was supposed to be a quick project, just to kind of fill in time in between hand sanding and linseed soaking and finishing up a double-sided axe, actually turned into a full-blown project. Like I said in the beginning of the video, I had a broken tong. I had one side that I reformed into a flat jaw. It used to be a farrier's tong. That side completely broke off at the boss, and the other side, which was the half of the farrier tong, I reformed into a flat jaw tong. But yeah, as you can see, this just did not work out. The metal is just too far gone, too far compromised. I can just look right in here, just on the outside of the metal. You can see how porous and coarse the grainage is. It's very weak right here. So what had happened after the forging, You know, I had that nice strong 60% carbon rebar, and yeah, after I set the pivot, just trying to open up the jaws wouldn't even open because the metal is just so weak right here. It just, I fought with it, fussed with it. All that stuff was edited out, but I was out here for at least another hour just trying to get this to hold stock and get the jaws working. And I actually did, but I kind of slept on it overnight, and I realized it was just a big just waste of time, waste of propane. And I got up first thing this morning, came out here, went straight to the belt grinder. I ground the pivot head off, drove it out, and I said, you know what? I'm going to turn this into a proper set of tongs. So let's go ahead and show you what we wound up with. So this is what we wound up with. This is a set of flat jaw tongs made from 3/4 inch rebar. Like I said, it's 60% carbon. So I took care not to get these in water. I would put them in water in a black heat, but anything red or orange, I kind of kept it away from the water. They're nice and long, got good leverage, nice and springy, so it gets a nice tight grip on this metal. I forged these for next weekend's project that I hope I can get to without any issue. This piece of stock here is hopefully going to be a hatchet by the end of next weekend, so you know, stay tuned for that. But yeah, I just couldn't leave well enough alone. The way that just trying to go ahead and forge out one tong and save a crappy piece of metal from a set of broken tongs, it just proved to be a huge waste of time. So you know what, I'll probably turn them into maybe a stake turner, a hook or something like that, S-hook, who knows. But yeah, it'll get turned into something else, but his days of being a tong are over. It's just there's just nothing left there. It's just not strong. So, but I have had those tongs for quite a long time. It was my first set of tongs I ever bought, so that's probably why I felt the need to try and save them. But hindsight's 20/20. It was a big waste of time, so I probably will never do that again. And next time I'm just going to go ahead and forge out a full-blown set of brand new tongs, which we've done here. So I'm going to stop babbling. I'm going to cut you guys loose, let you go. But before you go, I want to thank you for your 2 minutes of average view time. I really do appreciate 2 minutes of your attention. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Remember to like, and if you haven't, please subscribe. Check me out on YouTube, Rumble, Instagram, All Metal Man Productions. I'll leave links in the description. And now I'm linking my YouTube videos to X, and that's going to be on Metal Man Pro. So also don't forget to check out my Etsy store. These will actually not be on my Etsy store, but they will be used to create projects that probably will wind up on my Etsy store. So again, thank you for all your support, all your time, and yeah, we'll catch you on the next one.